Hello and welcome to TTV News and latest event across the country and in the province. Ladies and gentlemen, on October 2nd, 2024, the People Committees of the TayNinhTV province issued the plan number 3064 to implement regulation number 178, dated June 22nd, 2024, from the Politburo. This regulation focuses on controlling power, combating corruption, and addressing negative behavior in the process of lawmaking.
According to the plan, the province will disseminate and promote regulation number 178 of the Politburo to public officials, civil servants, employees, and the general public. The goal is to raise awareness, enhance accountability, and foster unity in enforcing the parties and state regulations on controlling power, preventing corruption, and curbing negative actions in the lawmaking process. Leaders and heads of agencies involved in the legal drafting process are expected to set a strong example, taking responsibility and demonstrating leadership, engaging their agencies and organizations in lawmaking efforts. Additionally, there will be strengthened oversight, inspections, and internal audits, especially focusing on self-monitoring within legal drafting efforts. This aims to detect and correct issues promptly and hold individuals accountable for violations. Serious infractions, including corruption, negative behaviors, and group interests, will be dealt with according to the party's rules, state laws, and regulations of the concerned organizations and units.
Ladies and gentlemen, to promote digital transformation in rural clean water services, the TayNinhTV Center for Rural Clean Water and Environmental Sanitation is currently working to implement electronic contract with all customers using clean water services. Previously, the TayNinhTV Center for Rural Clean Water and Environmental Sanitation successfully implemented the city work management software and the SCADA automatic control system. This application helped play a crucial role in monitoring, controlling, and collecting data for clean water supply plant, optimizing operational efficiency, saving costs, and improving service quality. In furthering digital transformation in rural clean water services, the center recently collaborated with the retail tenant to develop a plan for electronic contract signing with local residents. Additionally, the center will introduce the Zalo OA application, enabling residents to easily access information and pay water bill. Ladies and gentlemen, the Customs Department is accelerating the implementation of digital custom transformation to meet operational requirements in custom clearing. The execution of the digital transformation plan has led to positive changes within the business community involved in import-export activity.
As of now, the Customs Department has been processing documents quickly and efficiently through the system. They have maintained a 100% rate of handling documents within the required time frame, with no backlog on the system. Local businesses have been submitting documents via the National One-Stop Shop, the Asian One-Stop Shop mechanism, and the HQ36A online public service system. Enterprises involved in import-export activities under the management of the Customs Department have adopted electronic customs declarations and utilized online public services at level 3 and 4 of the National Public Service, the National One-Stop Shop, the Asian One-Stop Shop mechanism, and the manifest system from January 1st, 2024 to September 1st, 2024, nearly 2,900 documents were processed through the HQ36A online public service system. All documents were resolved and resource returned on time, with no delays or unresolved cases.
In addition to applying high technology in cultivation and livestock raising to increase the value per hectare of land and improve product quality, the TayNinhTV is aiming to export agricultural product and various markets. Being recognized as a disease-free area provides a significant advantages and favorable start for agricultural export activity.
At the beginning of 2024, during the implementation of the Province Socio-Economic and National Defense Task, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, a member of the Central Committee of the Communist Party, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, and Chairman of the People's Council of the Province, emphasized the need to seek solutions to expand export markets. He urged each department, industry, and sector to research and propose ways to fight export markets, especially for agricultural products. An important event in May 2024 marked a breakthrough for TayNinhTV, opening up great opportunity for agricultural exports as the province achieved certification as a disease-free area. The province's livestock products meet strict food safety requirements, making them more accessible to demanding markets such as the EU, Japan, Hala, and the United States. To develop agriculture, including raising livestock, it must be done in a chain, ensuring compliance with export standards. TayNinhTV has arranged land to develop livestock farming. Home Nhân Group is investing based on this livestock chain, serving as a core for livestock development. In Home Nhân livestock development, there will be collaboration with farmers on breeding stock, feed, and farming techniques to ensure sustainable livestock growth. TayNinhTV aims to increase agricultural export turnover to $3 billion by 2030, while also expanding export markets to new regions such as the Middle East, Africa, and South America. Therefore, the agricultural sector has intensified the application of high technology in cultivation and livestock farming. The province is also building disease-free areas to meet the standard of demanding markets. We need to enhance the transfer and application of scientific technology, particularly policies related to breeding, to ensure high productivity and quality, thereby increasing production value per hectare. This approach aims to provide sustainable income for local residents, moving toward a green circular agricultural economy as called for by the government. Since the beginning of the year, the province has granted 59 codes for export fruit cultivation areas, covering nearly 1,500 hectares. This includes 27 codes for banana, jackfruit, mango, longan, durian, and seedless lemon cultivation, with over 633 hectares exported to markets such as China, Australia, the EU, New Zealand, South Korea, and United States, all of which have issued import codes. Currently, TayNinhTV is focusing on improving transportation infrastructure, enhancing logistic capacities, and facilitating agricultural enterprises in accessing preferential capital to enhance the quality of agricultural products that meet export standards. These steps are part of a long and sustainable journey for the province's agricultural products to reach global markets, with hopes of significantly increasing export turnover from key products bearing TayNinhTV brand.
On the afternoons of October 3, 2024, TayNinhTV radio and television station organized a workshop on the themes of financial autonomy and the ordering mechanism for radio and television agencies, Cluster number 7 in 2024. Attending the event were Ms. Nguyễn Thanh Nam, Deputy Director of the Department of Information and Communication, along with leaders from radio and television stations in the Southeast region within Cluster number 7. The workshop was chaired by TayNinhTV radio and television station, presented by the Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường, Secretaries of Party Committee and Directors of the station. Currently, in the Southeast region, 2 stations, including Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Radio and Television Station and TayNinhTV Radio and Television Station, have implemented reduction order for propaganda under Government Decree No. 32 dated April 10, 2019. To ensure the functioning of media agency transitioning from the budget allocation model to the ordering mechanism, it is necessary to enhance operations of this agency and improve quality of their product. This will be assessed through the acceptance of other products, which must meet criteria and standards for duration and quantity as stipulated in the new regulations. In addition to journalism, media agencies must also perform journalistic service tasks, which present challenges when transitioning to the self-financing ordering mechanism. The workshop featured 6 presentations from various stations, including Ho Chi Minh Television Station, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Radio and Television Station, Voice of Ho Chi Minh City, Bình Phước, Bình Dương, and TayNinhTV Radio and Television Station. Ladies and gentlemen, in the first 9 months of 2024, the Farmer Association at all levels in the province has successfully increased the capital of Farmer Support Fund, totaling over 2.3 billion Vietnamese dong. This fund has been disbursed for 79 projects, benefiting more than 1,300 households.
The funds are allocated to farmers who need to invest in production, such as planting produce, cultivating vegetables, caring for coastal area, raising cattle, aquaculture, and maintaining traditional occupations. The lending method is implemented based on the group project model. The various branches of the union have also collaborated with the Provincial Bank for Social Policies to support farmers with loans, with total outstanding loans exceeding 1.9 billion Vietnam dong. Additionally, they have worked with the Agricultural and Rural Development Bank to disburse over 2.6 trillion Vietnam dong in loans managed through the Farmers Association lending groups.
On the morning of October 3rd, the firefighting and rescue drill was held at Cầu Khởi Market in U Minh Châu District to enhance awareness and responsibility for firefighting among local leaders and residents of Cầu Khởi commune. The drill simulated a scenario at 10 a.m. where an electrical short circuit led to a fire in Market main building. Upon discovering the fire, residents promptly called the U Minh Châu District Firefighting and Rescue Police team. Simultaneously, members of the community fire safety group and market vendor quickly organized firefighting effort and attempted to rescue people and property. Firefighting team arrived quickly to control the blaze. The drill mobilized 63 participants and 23 firefighting vehicles. This exercise allowed the U Minh Châu District Police and local authority to evaluate and test the command and management capability in responding to fire incident. Consequently, it aimed to refine the firefighting and rescue plan to minimize damage to life and property in the case of emergencies. Dear audience, the textile and footwear industry, which are a major contributor to export value, are currently experiencing a strong recovery in order. Many companies are negotiating contracts for the first quarters of 2025. However, there exists a paradox. While orders are abundant, there is a significant shortage of labor. According to statistics from Ho Chi Minh City, while orders have increased by 15 to 20%, while workforce has only rose by about 10%. Businesses are struggling to maintain production rate and ensure timely export. The shift of orders from Bangladesh to Vietnam has allowed companies in Ho Chi Minh City to capitalize significantly. With the global fashion market also recovering, orders are pouring into the city. Most companies have rescue contracts until the end of the third and fourth quarter and are currently negotiating contracts for the first quarter of 2025. Yet before they can celebrate, these businesses must frantically search for workers to meet order deadlines. Orders have increased by approximately 15 to 20%, but the recruitment of skilled workers has only risen by maximally about 10%. Therefore, our capacity is not sufficient to meet this role. Salaries are one of the reasons for the intensifying competition for labor in the textile and footwear sector. Both short-term and long-term solutions must include automating production and maximizing machinery used to reduce reliance on manual labor. Additionally, companies need to enhance employee benefits, particularly housing policy, to retain workers. Companies in our association face a shortage of labor, about 20% compared to the order, but it's very difficult to rehire workers. Besides increasingly productivity in management to output, businesses cannot independently manage labor recruitment. By mid-September, both textile and footwear industry had generated $44.7 billion, an increase of over $4 billion compared to the same period last year. The textile sector is on track to reach its target $44 billion, having achieved nearly $26 billion so far. Nevertheless, the period until the end of the year remained challenging, as companies face labor shortage, rising costs, transport fees, and constantly increasing price of raw material. Recently, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, chairman of National Committee on Digital Transformation, presided over an online conference to implement and expand the pilot program for electronic health record and to issue criminal background certificate via VNEID application nationwide. The conference was connected with various ministries, sectors, and local government.
Recently, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, chairman of the National Committee on Digital Transformation, presided over an online conference to implement and expand the pilot program for electronic health records and to issue criminal background certificates via the VNEID application nationwide. The conference was connected with various ministries, sectors, and local governments. The Prime Minister commended ministry, localities, citizens, and businesses for their collaborative efforts in national digital transformation, aiming for a digital government, economy, and society to serve the people. To achieve the goal of every Vietnamese citizen possessing an electronic health record through the VNEID application, he sets the specific targets such as the use of electronic health records to 100% of health facilities and 40 million people by 2025 and 100% of population in need of the issuance of judicial record certificates via the app VNEID nationwide. To facilitate this process, the Prime Minister outlined 5 key initiatives including accelerate digital transformation, enhance administrative reforms, strengthen management capacity, develop a comprehensive database, and expand functionalities on the VNEID platform. He also emphasized the need for file assurance, such as ensuring coordinated participation from all stakeholders, guaranteeing digital infrastructure and platforms, enhancing human resources, ensuring cybersecurity and information safety, and protecting the privacy of information and data. The Prime Minister called upon all-level sectors and localities, particularly leadership figures, to invest time, effort, and intelligence into digital transformation. This initiative aims to create positive and measurable changes reflected in the satisfaction of citizens and businesses, reduce administrative procedures and compliance costs, eliminate petty corruption, and ultimately bring benefits to the people.
On the morning of October 3rd in Ho Chi Minh City, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development held a conference on aquatic animal disease prevention and control for 2024, along with outlining plans for 2025. The event introduced various solutions aiming at managing aquatic disease to ensure effective farming and stable supply of raw material for export. In the first 9 months of this year, the area affected by aquatic diseases across the country decreased by nearly 30% compared to the same period last year. However, the disease situation remained complex. For shrimp farming specifically, although the affected areas shrank by nearly 10% in scope and 35% in the number of diseased shrimp compared to the 2023, there was a 20% increase in the area impacted by the climate change. This posed risk to reduction and the availability of raw material for raising toward the end of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, students are one of the primary targets of black-rated and illegal financial scheme. Therefore, to mitigate this risk, financial education for students is becoming an urgent issue.
Through these areas with a high concentration of students, flyers advertising quick loans are everywhere. The slogans promise quick processing and no collateral required. Hùng, who moved from Hải Dương to Hanoi for his studies, has participated in several financial education programs organized by his school. As a result, he always seeks information from official rated institutions to understand financial services better. When I first arrived here in my freshman year, I noticed many financial services available for new students who lack knowledge of financial education. Official programs like this provide them valuable information to help avoid debts. The financial education campaign in 2024, titled Smart Money, aimed at freshmen and those currently enrolled in universities and colleges in Hanoi area, has attracted thousands of young participants. We target students because they represent the youth. Students will spread this knowledge to their families, friends, and loved ones, not only in big cities but also in remote areas. If we do this well, we can build a strong financial community for the future. Starting with financial education programs for young people, the goal is for every graduating student to become a financial expert. This is the foundation for implementing the National Comprehensive Financial Strategy by 2025 with a vision towards 2030, approved by the Prime Minister.
And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.